Hello students, let us continue our remaining topic, reaction mechanism. In this reaction mechanism, some terms which are useful, this we are going to see. And first is bond fission. Bond fission means breaking of bond. Breaking of covalent bond is called as bond fission. So these bond fissions are of two types: homolytic bond fission or homolysis. Homo means identical. So the bond breaks identically and the electrons distributed symmetrically. Breaking of covalent bond in such a way that both the atoms or species retain one electron each. See here in this homolytic bond fission, see this example. In this example, A bond A in presence of UV light. If this bond breaks in this way, these two shared electrons are equally distributed. One electron with this A and second electron with this A. Thus we get A electron plus A electron. In second example, CH3 bond CH3. If this carbon-carbon bond breaks in presence of UV light, as both carbons are same atom, their electronegativity is same. So after breaking the bond, electrons are equally distributed, one electron to this carbon and second electron to this carbon. So these are free radicals. The products of homolysis are free radicals. Now here you can see this breaking of bond can be shown with half-headed arrow, or it is also called as fish hook arrow. Homolytic bond fission, it results in formation of free radicals, short-lived, unstable and highly reactive species. These free radicals are very short-living, these are unstable and highly reactive species. Homolytic bond fission takes in presence of UV light or at high temperature or in presence of peroxide or sunlight. Heterolytic bond fission or heterolysis. Breaking of bond in such a way that one of the atom or species retain a pair of electrons. Fission takes place in unsymmetrical way. Now here, see this example, the bond between A and B breaks. This breaking takes place in presence of polar solvent. In presence of polar solvent. Now here you can see that one atom is A and another atom is B. So both are dissimilar atoms. So their electronegativity must be different. Is it right? Their electronegativities are different. So after breaking the bond, this shared electron pair will either go to B or will either go to A. It depends on electronegativity, which is more electronegativity in this pair. See, if both the electron pair goes with B, B will acquire negative charge and A will retain positive charge. A will possess positive charge. Or both electron pair goes to A and B will get positive charge. So one is cation and anion, anion and cation. Means here this breaking take place in unsymmetrical manner. That is, both electrons of this bond either goes to A or either goes to B. So this is heterolytic bond fission. So it depends upon electronegativity. It results in formation of ions. That is, the product of heterolysis are cations and anions. Now, distinction between homolytic bond fission and heterolytic bond fission. The first point, in this, covalent bond breaks symmetrically, and in this case, covalent bond breaks unsymmetrically. Each species obtain and retain one electron from shared electron pair. So both bonded atoms retain one electron each from the shared pair. Here, the more electronegative atom retains the shared electron pair. Electrically neutral free radicals are formed which carry odd electrons. Electrically charged ions, cations and anions are formed. Homolysis takes place in presence of sunlight or ultraviolet light, and it takes place in presence of polar solvent. Now reagents, electrophilic reagents. Now here electrophilic reagents. Philic means having affinity. So the reagents or species having affinity with electrons. These are electron loving species. These are electron loving means it is clear that they must have deficiency of electrons. They must have shortage of electrons, must have absence of electron. As no electron, they are seeking for electron. They are loving for electrons. So they are called as electrophiles. They attacks the site of high electron density in the substrate. Where there is high electron density, this electrophile can attack at this site. They may be positively charged ions, means cations, or maybe neutral molecules. They possess an atom with incomplete octet. Their octet is incomplete. Octet is incomplete means in their last orbit, in their octet, there are less than 8 electrons. So whenever bond formation takes place between two atoms, each atom possesses maximum 8 or minimum 2 electrons when it forms bond. So when it has 2 electrons, then it is said that duplet is complete. When it possesses 8 electrons, it is called that octet. So this octet take place either by sharing electron or by transferring electron. So atoms do so share or transfer electrons, and they can acquire 8 electrons in their last orbit. But some atoms have incomplete octet, though they form a stable molecule. They are also called as Lewis acid. What are these Lewis acids? Lewis acid accepts electron pair from the substrate to form covalent bond. For example, H plus, NO2 plus, or BF3 or AlCl3. So these are positively charged species, electrophilic reagents, or these are neutral molecules, BF3 and AlCl3. So their octet is incomplete and they are called as Lewis acids. Nucleophilic reagents. These are nucleus loving species. These are electron rich species. See, nucleophilic, affinity with nucleophiles. Sorry, affinity with nucleus. Nucleus is positively charged species because of protons, and they are having affinity with nucleus. Affinity with positive charge means they have deficiency of electrons. A deficiency of positive charges means they are electron rich species. They attacks the site of low electron density in the substrate. They may be negatively charged ions, anions, or neutral molecules. They possess an atom with lone pair of electrons. They are called Lewis bases. What are Lewis bases? The species which are able to donate electron pair. Which can donate electron pair? Those species having excess of electrons or electron rich centers, they can donate electrons. By donating electron pair, they can form coordinate bond, coordinate covalent bond, or dative bond. For example, OH minus, Cn minus, H2O, or NH3. See, in this example, these are negatively charged species, nucleophiles, H2O, neutral molecule, but this oxygen atom has two lone pairs of electron. In this neutral molecule ammonia, nitrogen has lone pair of electron. Means these are nucleophiles, electron rich species. Reaction intermediates. carbocation. Carbon atom is positively charged. It is electron deficient species. Carbon atom possesses 6 electrons in its outermost shell. It is sp2 hybridized carbon. Its shape is triangular planar. See here, carbon bonded with three another atoms or another molecules, and it possesses this positive charge. So in its octet, 6 electrons, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and positive charge. So it is sp2 hybridized carbon, and it has triangular planar geometry. Carbon, this one bond, second bond, third bond, these all three bonds are lying in single plane, and this carbon with positive charge. So it is positively charged carbon atom. It is sp2 hybridized carbon. It has total 6 electrons in its outermost shell. This carbocation has triangular planar geometry. So this is the order of stability of carbonium ions. Tertiary butyl carbocation, secondary butyl, secondary propyl carbocation, primary carbocation, and this is methyl carbocation. It accepts electron pair from nucleophile to form a covalent bond. So as it is electron deficient species having positive charge, it is able to accept electron pair from nucleophile. So it is Lewis acid. So here it is given general stability order of carbocation. So these are different examples of carbocations up to this. Carbanion. So here carbon having negative charge, and total how many electrons in its outermost shell? See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 electrons in its last orbit. So it is electron rich species. Carbon atom possesses total 8 electrons in its outermost shell, and this is sp3 hybridized carbon, which carries a lone pair of electron. Its shape is pyramidal. Let me erase. So instead I will draw here again this carbon, carbon, one sp3 hybrid orbital, second, and this is third, and with this lone pair of electron, the fourth hybrid orbital, sp3 hybrid orbital. So this lone pair of electron forms an apex of the pyramid. So here it is pyramid, and here a lone pair of electron. This is pyramidal geometry. Okay. See here how this carbocation and carbonium ion formation take place. So when heterolysis take place, then if carbon is more electronegative than X, what will happen? Both the shared electron pair goes to carbon. See these three bonds and these two electrons plus X having positive charge. Okay, and if X is more electronegative than carbon, then on heterolysis, what will happen? Carbon plus X with two electrons and negative charge. Negative charge, and carbon will acquire positive charge. So this is carbanion and this is carbocation. So they both form by heterolysis. When carbon is more electronegative than X, then this CX bond breaks, that forms both electrons goes to X and goes to carbon, and X will acquire positive charge. Secondly, if X is more electronegative than carbon, then on heterolysis, both the shared electron pair goes with X and carbon will acquire positive charge. So this is formation of carbocation and carbanion. Carbanion can donate an electron pair to an electrophile to form a covalent bond. It is Lewis base, methyl carbanion, CH3 minus. So this is stability order of carbanion. Tertiary butyl carbanion, secondary propyl carbanion, ethyl carbanion, and this is methyl carbanion. So this is general stability order of different carbanions. Carbon free radical, the species having trivalent carbon atom bearing no charge and having odd electron or unpaired electron is known as free radical. Free radicals are highly reactive species due to presence of odd or unpaired electron. These are electron deficient species, hence considered to be neutral electrophiles. This is methyl free radical with one electron. So this part is out of syllabus. Now electron displacement effects. Electron displacement effects. First is inductive effect. It involves displacement of electrons in single covalent bond. That is, sigma electrons are involved. It is the permanent polarization of single covalent bond due to displacement of electrons towards more electronegative atom due to difference in electronegativity is known as inductive effect. It is permanent effect. Why it is permanent effect? Because the more electronegative atom is bonded with it permanently till that bond is present. So this is permanent effect. Inductive effect decreases with distance or operates over short distance. For example, here CH3, CH2, CH2, Cl. Then in this first bond, CCl bond, chlorine is more electronegative than carbon. So here this electron pair, this electron pair is pulled towards chlorine. It is pulled towards chlorine. So chlorine possesses partial negative charge and carbon 1 possesses partial positive charge. That is D1, delta 1. But in this second bond, to this C1, C2 is bonded. This is carbon-carbon single bond. So the electronegativity of chlorine, it influences that this electron pair is also pulled towards this side. So it acquires partial delta plus charge. It is delta 2. And here also in this bond, in this third bond, the polarity of this bond is also shifted towards chlorine side. But it is given here delta 3 is weaker than delta 2, which is weaker than delta 1. So at short distances means up to second carbon, the inductive effect will be will remains, but after second or third carbon it is as per as negligible. So this inductive effect operates up to second carbon. Inductive effect is of two types: plus I effect, electron releasing group, that is alkyl groups R, C2H5, CH3 twice, methyl group, etc. And negative inductive effect is because of electron donating group. electron withdrawing groups or functional groups, which are NO2, X means halides, cyanides, COH carboxyl group, hydroxyl group, NH2 group, etc. Applications of inductive effect. It explains the stability of carbonium, free radical, acidic nature of carboxylic acids, and basic nature of amines. So here the decreasing order of plus inductive effect is given, and here decreasing order of minus I effect, negative inductive effect is given. In this way, these are the orders of decreasing orders of plus I effect and minus I effect. Now, electromeric effect. It explains the displacement of electrons in multiple bonds, double or triple bonds. Inductive effect occurs in single bond. Electromeric effect occurs in multiple bonds. It is the complete transfer of electrons towards one of the atom in presence of attacking reagent is known as electromeric effect. This effect is temporary effect. This effect is temporary effect. This effect operates over a long distance, and this is because of conjugation. See, this is the example. Ethene, attack of reagent means in presence of reagent, the pi bonded electron, this is pi bond. So this complete electron pair shifts migrate to this carbon, and it gives CH2 plus CH2 minus, lone pair of electron. As long as attacking reagent is present, if the attacking reagent removed, then this electron pair attacks here to stabilize the positive charge, and we get ethene molecule again. Inductive effect and electromeric effect. This effect is permanent. It is temporary in nature if attacking reagent is withdrawn. The original situation is restored. So here the permanent and temporary, we can give the analogy example of students. Some students are basically these students are very disciplined. So though in classroom teacher is not present, they obey their discipline. Means that discipline is their permanent behavior, permanent nature. So though teacher is in front of them or not in front of them, but some boys, they show temporary disciplinary manner. As long as teacher comes or teacher is in front of them, they show very discipline order. They behave with discipline. But as teacher is away from them, then they starts their mischievousness. Means they regain their original tendency, original behavior. Means their discipline is temporary. It is just in presence of their teacher. So that effect is temporary. Is it right? Let us go ahead. Inductive effect is due to presence of electronegative atom in the molecule itself. So as one atom is electronegative, because of presence of this electronegative atom, this effect is possible. So it is due to approach of the attacking reagent. Here it is the mobility of electrons along carbon-carbon single bond or sigma bond. This inductive effect, let me show here. This inductive effect is shown by placing a arrowhead in the middle of bond. Suppose it is A and it is B. So this arrowhead indicates where this electron is pulled, where the electron density is shifted. Without leaving the octet of A, the electron density is pulled towards B because B is more electronegative. And here in electromagnetic effect, it is the mobility of electrons in multiple bonds or double or triple bonds. And this is shown by arrowhead, complete shift of electron pair A and this is B. A curved arrowhead head is shown in this way. Means complete transfer of this electron pair to B in presence of R, in presence of suitable reagent. Okay, so this way inductive effect and electromagnetic effect can be explained. It is due to mobility of sigma electrons and it is due to mobility of pi electrons. This effect becomes negligible after a second carbon atom in the chain, and this effect can be relayed through a longer distance in chain due to conjugation of double bond. In this case, displaced electron pair does not leave its valence shell. Here, electron pair does not leave the octet of atom. Just electron density is shifted, pulled towards more electronegative atom. Here, the electron pair complete transfer completely leaves its octet to another atom. This involves partial transfer of sigma electrons, complete transfer of pi electrons. Partial charges are developed plus delta minus delta. Partial positive negative charges are developed. Here, complete charges are developed on atom and ions are formed. It is represented by I and it is represented by E. Let us see some multiple choice questions. Homolytic fission take place in dash dash manner. First, symmetrical, unsymmetrical, both A and B, can't say. The correct answer is symmetrical. In carbocation, carbon is dash dash hybridized. sp3, sp2, sp and sp3d. The correct answer is sp2. Inductive effect is temporary effect, permanent effect, both A and B, can't say. Correct answer is permanent, because inductive effect is because of electronegativity difference, and the more electronegative atom or species is permanently bonded to another atom. Which one of the following electrophile is BF3, H2O, NH3, Cn minus? The correct answer is BF3, because second, third, and fourth, these are the examples of nucleophiles. Water has oxygen, and this oxygen has two unused electron pairs. Third, ammonia. Ammonia has nitrogen, which has unused electron pair. And fourth example, cyanide has negative charge. So nucleophiles are those in which either excess electrons present or either negative charges present on the species. Nucleophiles are Lewis acids, Lewis bases, both A and B, none of the above. Answer is Lewis bases. Resonance and hyperconjugation. What is resonance? The phenomenon in which two or more equivalent structures for compounds can be written that involves identical position of atoms but different arrangement of electrons, each called as resonance. Their structures are same, but because of different arrangements of electron, they show different positions of double bonds. So such structures are called as resonating structure, and this phenomenon is called as resonance. These structures are also called as canonical structures. Here, resonating structure of benzene. So benzene, second structure. In first structure, first and second structure of benzene, the structure is same, but the arrangement of electrons is different. So in first case, double bond is present between first 6 carbon, second, third carbon, and 4 fifth carbons. But in second structure, second figure, double bond is present between 1 and 2 carbon, between 3 and 4th, third and fourth carbon, and fifth and sixth carbon. So it has this canonical structure, or this structure is called as resonance hybrid. Here, position number 2, 6 are called as ortho positions. 3 5 positions are called as meta positions, and fourth position is para position. Now directive influence of functional group in monosubstituted benzene. Now this is phenol, that is monosubstituted monohydroxybenzene. Now here these electrons moves away from the substituent in the conjugation system. So it creates negative charge at ortho position or at second carbon, and oxygen carries positive charge. Again, this negative charge shift over to para position. In this way, it goes again at ortho position, and in last structure it stabilizes and shows the another structure of phenol. So in first structure and fifth structure of phenol, you can see the position of double bonds. When the transfer of electrons is away from an atom or substituent group attached to conjugated system, it is termed as positive resonance effect. See, transfer of electron is away from the substituent into attached conjugated system. So it is called as positive resonance effect. Now here, because of positive resonance, at ortho, this is ortho position, this is ortho position, and this is para position. So negative charge is stabilized at this ortho and para position. So when substitution reaction take place, nucleophilic substitution reaction take place, nucleophile attacks at ortho or para position, and the ortho para product formation take place. Electrophiles, positively charged species, will attack at ortho para positions when substituent on benzene is electron donating group such as NH2, OH, NHR, NHCOCH3, OCH3, R, etc. So, electrophilic attack, because negative charge is present at ortho and para position, so nucleophile is attacked at these sites, negative sites which are present at ortho and para positions. Now negative resonance, nitrobenzene. So this way it gives 5 structures and nitrobenzene. See here, when transfer of electrons is towards the atom or substituent groups attached to the conjugated system, it is termed as negative resonance effect. Now, electron from the conjugated system towards the substituent, towards the atom, then it is negative resonance effect. Now, electrophile will attack only at meta position when substituent on benzene is electron withdrawing group such as NO2, CN, CHO, COOH, SO3H and COOR group. Electrophile will attack only at meta position. How? Let us see here. Meta position. So here at this meta position, the product formation take place. Okay, electrophilic attack will take place. Hyperconjugation. The delocalization of sigma bonding electrons of alpha CH bonds towards unsaturation is known as hyperconjugation. For example, this ethyl carbocation. So this carbon is alpha carbon because this is cationic carbon, and adjacent to this is alpha carbon, and all these three hydrogens present on this alpha carbon, they are called as alpha hydrogens, or these bonds are alpha CH bonds. Now here, to stabilize this positive charge, this adjacent sp3 hybrid carbons sigma bond, it stabilize here to form carbon carbon double bond, and the positive charge goes to H plus. Again here positive charge creates here third way positive charge to this alpha hydrogen. So this hyperconjugation explains the stability of carbocation, free radicals and alkenes. So it is possible because this carbon carbon single bond, it rotates easily around the axis. So to this vacant p orbital, this CH bonds electron is get stabilized this positive charge, and hence hyperconjugation take place. Okay, let us stop here. You can see this link, use this link to see the animation of hyperconjugation. Okay, here the chapter is over. Thank you.